Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Our topic is antibiotics. Antibiotics are special types of medicines, special types of drugs which are obtained and used against bacteria. The medicines which are used for bacterial infections, for bacterial diseases, are called antibiotics. Anti means against, bio means living, ticks mean things. Any substance which is against the living things, in particular the living parasites, means bacteria. The drugs which are used against bacterial infections or bacteria are called antibiotics. There are two types of antibiotics. One type of antibiotics kill bacteria and other type of antibiotics stop, reduce or inhibit the growth of bacteria. There are two modes of action of antibiotics, and depending upon the mode of action, there are two types of antibiotics. One which kill bacteria, which causes the bacteria to die, to be killed, and the other mode of action of antibiotics, and hence the type of antibiotics is that which inhibit, which stop the growth of bacteria. Those which kill the bacteria are called bactericidal antibiotics. Side means killing, bacteria means bacteria. The drugs which kill bacteria are called and the bactericidal antibiotics, or simply bactericidal. Bactericidal antibiotics are the antibiotics which kill bacteria, and the antibiotics which inhibit growth of bacteria are called bacteriostatics or bacteriostatic antibiotics. We can use the word bactericidal antibiotics or simply bactericidals, and similarly we can use the word bacteriostatic antibiotics or bacteriostatics. Now we will discuss the types of antibiotics depending upon for how many infections they are used for. Means a particular antibiotics is used for what spectrum of diseases, how much disease can be treated by a single antibiotic. There are two types depending upon the range of diseases antibiotics are used for: the broad spectrum antibiotics and narrow spectrum antibiotics. Broad spectrum antibiotics is a classification of antibiotics which is used to treat broad range, a large range, a very much big range of bacterial infections. Many diseases are treated by broad spectrum antibiotics. As opposite to the broad spectrum antibiotics are narrow spectrum antibiotics. Narrow spectrum antibiotics are used for a very narrow, very small, very less bacterial infections. They are usually used for treating one or two or just a few bacterial infections. Broad spectrum antibiotics are used against many bacterial infections, and narrow spectrum antibiotics are used for very small number of infections. Both will be studied in this topic today. Cephalosporins are an example of antibiotics as well as a type of antibiotics. Cephalosporins are special types of antibiotics which have an ability to inhibit cell wall synthesis in bacteria. Inhibit means stop, retard, to not let the cell wall to be produced is the function of cephalosporins. Cephalosporins stop or inhibit the production of cell wall, the synthesis of cell wall in bacteria. Because they stop the growth of cell wall, bacteria will die. Because when there is no production of cell wall, the no new formation of bacteria will happen, and the old bacteria will not find their cells protected and they will die. So cephalosporins are actually bactericidal antibiotics, means they kill the bacteria by inhibiting the cell wall synthesis. But they are at the same time narrow spectrum antibiotics, means cephalosporins are used very small similar range of the diseases. The respiratory diseases like pneumonia, bronchitis, tonsillitis, sore throat, etc. are relieved treated with cephalosporins. These, in short, are broad spectrum, but bactericidal and narrow spectrum antibiotics used for pneumonia, bronchitis, tonsillitis, and sore throat. Tetracyclines are second type mentioned in your book as an example of antibiotics. Tetracyclines are special types of antibiotics. These are broad spectrum antibiotics, means they are used for a wide range of bacterial infections. They are used to treat very large number of bacterial diseases. They are also called bacteriostatic antibiotics because they retard the growth of bacteria. They inhibit or stop the growth of bacteria. How do they stop the growth of bacteria? They stop the growth of bacteria by inhibiting protein synthesis in the bacteria. Because bacteria are made up of protein, so if there will be no new protein produced or synthesized by bacteria, there will be no growth of bacteria. The mode of action of tetracyclines is to inhibit bacterial growth by inhibiting bacterial protein synthesis. At best, they are bacteriostatic antibiotics. Although they stop the growth of bacteria, they are broad spectrum antibiotics. They are used a wide variety of bacterial infections of urinary tract, respiratory tract, as well as gastrointestinal tract, means intestines. The infections, the most of the diseases of urinary tract are treated by tetracyclines, and the most of the infections of respiratory tract like pneumonia, bronchitis, etc. are treated by use of tetracyclines. Intestinal infections are also treated with the help of tetracyclines. Thus, they are broad spectrum antibiotics, but there must be 2 types of tetracyclines. One is called tetracycline 3 and 4. Tetracycline 3 and 4 are used for infections of urinary tract, respiratory tract, as well as gastrointestinal tract, means intestines. The infections, the most of the infections of respiratory tract like pneumonia, bronchitis, etc. are treated by use of tetracyclines. One thing considered that these children which are under age of 8 must not be given tetracyclines. Why the babies or children under age 8 are not given the tetracyclines if they have any infections in the urinary tract, respiratory tract, or intestinal tract, or you may simply call intestines. The reason for not giving the tetracyclines to babies under age 8 is that tetracyclines may in this age cause severe staining of teeth. The irreversible staining, discoloring of teeth results in a bad impact on the babies in their future life. If teeth are discolored, they look nasty, very bad. That is why the babies or children under age 8 are not given tetracyclines because of the effect of tetracyclines on teeth, which is staining the teeth. The third type, as an example of antibiotics mentioned in your book, is sulfa drugs. The spellings may be SULPHA as well as SULFA. Both are used with the suffix drugs. Sulfa drugs is the third type of antibiotics. They are also called sulfonamides. Sulfa drugs or sulfonamides are the drugs which are used for treating the bacterial infections. Their mode of action is inhibiting the synthesis of folic acid in bacteria. Folic acid acts as a growth factor, growth hormone, growth chemical for bacteria. So, if the folic acid will not be synthesized, produced by bacteria, there will be no growth of bacteria. Their mode of action is by inhibiting growth, by inhibiting folic acid synthesis in bacteria. So, they are bacteriostatic antibiotics as well as broad spectrum antibiotics because they are used for a wide range of bacterial infection. The sulfa drugs are broad spectrum bacteriostatic antibiotics because they are used for a wide range, for a broad range, for a large number of bacterial infections, in particular the various infections of respiratory tract and urinary tract. The sulfa drugs contain a sulfur group because of which they are called sulfa drugs or sulfonamides. They contain an amide group and a sulfa group because of which they are termed sulfonamide antibiotics. These antibiotics are bacteriostatic and broad spectrum antibiotics. Here one thing is very much necessary to inform you that some other drugs, some other medicines which don't act as antibiotics, which are not antibiotics, but they also contain the sulfonamide groups or sulfa drugs in them. Special medications, for example, thiazide diuretics are special types of medicines. They are not antibiotics which also contain sulfonamide group. Thiazide diuretics are the medicines which contain sulfonamide group very similar to the sulfa drugs, but they are not antibiotics, means they are not used for bacterial infections. Instead, thiazide diuretics are used for lowering, for maintaining the blood pressure. These are used for treatment of higher blood pressure. They reduce the blood pressure, they don't kill the bacteria, but they contain sulfonamide group.